Hey, folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's intraday analysis video, brought to you by the creators of proprietary price, pattern, and time methodology. Learn the PPT strategies and profit for life. My name is Gareth Soloway. Let's get into the action today on this Monday, September 15th, 2014. Markets are choppy today. We are off the lows of the day. The NASDAQ tech-laden sector taking an absolute beating today. Take a look at some of these stocks right off the bat. Look at Netflix today. All right, Netflix down almost $18 on the day. How about Facebook? Down almost 4% or $3 on the day. Twitter. All right, take a look at Twitter here. Look at this. Down 2.67 points on the day, 5%. Huge drop. Tesla's down 27 points on the day, guys. All right, why? What's going on here? Why is there a run from high beta plays? And the answer is pretty simple here, guys. In fact, it's very simple. You have a lot of key issues here over the next day or so that will be key catalysts for the next move in the market. And there's a real fear that they're going to be negative catalysts. All right, what do I mean by that? What kind of negative catalysts? Well, number one, you have the FOMC policy statement on Wednesday, and the Fed is starting to be expected to change the verbiage, so they will be raising interest rates or talking about raising interest rates sooner than they were expected. Obviously, raising interest rates, that's going to draw money out of the stock market, and which stocks are going to take the biggest hit? The high beta names which have run up the most, like the Netflix, the Teslas, the Facebooks. All right, so that right off the bat has to be recognized and is a no-brainer. Next, you have this referendum vote for independence in Scotland. That is humongous. The average person has no clue how important this is. Why is it important? Well, it's important because, and let's flip back to the SPY while we're talking about this, it's important because essentially there is tied in here with currencies. Remember, right now they're part of the UK. Scotland's part of the UK. They use the pound. All right, if they break away, how does that affect the pound? What if they go to the euro? What if they do this? What if they do that? What if they do their own independent currency? I mean, there could be huge fluctuations here in the currency markets. All right, not only that, but what about the debt that Scotland's accumulated? All right, so the UK right now is on the hook for that, but if they go independent, Scotland can't pay that off. So are they going to default? Are they, what is going to happen here? These are unbelievably important factors right now, guys. Unbelievably important. So, I mean, this is why it is so important with what happens here in the coming days and the coming weeks. And I do encourage you to pay very close attention, very, very close attention to the latest developments on that Thursday referendum vote. All right, so again, on Thursday, heads up, that is what you're going to pay attention to. And again, be aware, Wednesday, the Fed statement. Thursday, you have Scotland's referendum vote. All right, now on Friday, the one small positive for the market is the Alibaba IPO, which is going to be debuting. However, a lot of these stocks are getting crushed here. A lot of the Chinese names. Look at Sina today. All right, and again, Sina is obviously a high beta name, so that's why it's taking a hit, but it's also a Chinese play that most people would assume would get some positive vibe from the Alibaba IPO. That is not happening. Take a look at Weibo. I mean, look at this drop on Weibo today. Down 12%, guys. 12%. So just an absolute hammering right now on some of these Chinese. How about Baidu down 4%? Look at this drop right here on Baidu. Absolutely tremendous drop. All right, even GoPro, which has been a monster lately and hasn't fallen, starting to collapse. All right, it found a little support for a bounce here. If it takes out this level, GoPro's going right here to gap fill, and that's one heck of a drop right there, guys. So a heads up on that one. All right, so again, there's a lot going on here, and this week is going to continue to be volatile. I took a huge gain on Dendrion today as part of the research center. Take a look at Dendrion, up $1.16 or 11.5%. I sold my position. I'm still holding my puts in this. My calls. I still have a lot of calls on this, which are in the money now nicely. But I did sell my actual share position for a gain of about 16%. All right, my entry was 135, and I exited at 157 earlier today. So that was a nice move there. But again, just a heads up on that one. So those of you that are members know exactly what's going on. You could follow it in the research center as well. All right, so that's going awesomely well. Just continuing to see, I'm shorts a bunch of these stocks, including the spiders and the Qs. Those are taking a beating, obviously, especially the Qs today with the NASDAQ down as much as it is. Take a look at this drop. I mean, the NASDAQ absolutely getting demolished, just getting crushed here as these high beta names are sold off. Now, there are a lot of intraday scalps here because of the sell-offs that the market is showing us. So if you're a day trader, this is what you're loving. I mean, you're just loving this. All right, how's gold doing today? Gold is trading up about 37 cents. Not that big of a gain on gold. Silver is trading basically flat on the day here. A couple interesting charts out there. SGG, which is just down slightly on the day, gap down and has recovered a fair amount. And corn, CORN today. Look at this move on corn. Just a great little bounce on the CORN. And again, had a bottoming tail not long ago and has reversed off of that very nicely. All right, so that's what we're seeing here, guys, on the charts. And again, I'm just kind of scanning through. Zillow's another high beta name. Look at this, down 2.5%. What are some other ones? LinkedIn, LNKD, down. Look at that, $16 on LNKD. Holy moly. What a drop on that stock. Now, you might say, well, where do you buy this, right? Well, that's the big question. Let's go to the bigger time frame here. Let's flip over to the daily and see if we can find out. All right, I actually see a really good level here for a bounce, guys. 208. So we're almost there now. We're kind of kissing it. See, there's a gap fill right there. That should be a good little area for a bounce on that stock. So heads up, guys. There are some good price action trading opportunities here. If you're a day trader, if you're a swing trader, money to be made, and we're making it here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. All right, I'm going to get going because there's way too many trades for me to not be focused on my trading myself and so forth and helping clients and our members rock and roll in this market. So again, take care. Come join us. Take the 7-day free trial. Profit with InTheMoneyStocks.com. That's simple. Take care, guys.